This one comes from Sarah. She's out of Indianapolis. Cold season is coming around the corner with a change of weather. What do you do, coach, to keep from getting sick? Everybody's about to get sick this fall, right? So here's why I rarely do, right? That's a great question, Sarah. First off, I'm a huge fan, and I've talked about it on past shows everywhere else here. I'm a huge fan of Dr. Andrew Huberman's work, and I follow a lot of his cold prevention strategies. So I'm going to kind of dive into what that is. For number one, vitamin C, vitamin D, right? I lean on those two vitamins as just a basic sort of prevention, if you will, for general colds and illnesses and things like that. Now, I like to level up. I take zinc, and I end up taking NAC. And I do that on a regular basis, especially during the colder months out here in Colorado. That's because that's my baseline stack for immune resilience, right? NAC, vitamin C, vitamin D, those three non-negotiable for me. But honestly, the supplements are just a layer of the puzzle. The biggest weapons are, quite frankly, they're the basics: sleep, whole food, hydration. If I'm shortchanging myself on my recovery, if my nutrition isn't solid, if I find out that I'm dehydrated because I'm not pushing my fluids enough and my electrolytes enough, right? Those supplements can only do so much. So I've learned that from years of being on the road with basketball teams, when my sleep, my food, my stress management, when those are bad, sicknesses tend to end up happening to me. So here's also kind of a cheat code, if you will, a thing that I've been really experimenting with over the last at least 2 years now, is the infrared sauna. Now, I'm fortunate enough, I have one right next to my office, so it makes life super easy. But I try to hit 30 minutes every single day at 165 degrees. Now, when I'm consistent with that practice, my likelihood of getting sick drops to nearly zero. I've been super healthy these last 2 to 3 years. And it gives my immune system and my mitochondria, I've talked about that in other calls here, a nice boost. So to me, that's a non-negotiable in the winter months. There's a lot of commercial places that you can go to get infrared sauna work, right? You can drop in. It's a membership fee. You just pop in. You can sauna. I am a huge fan of doing that. So check that out. That would be my recommendation. So the formula is super simple. Smart supplementation. Lock in on your fundamentals. You got to have those first. And then maybe a daily dose of heat therapy. And that's how I make sure, for me, right, N of 1, that colds don't derail my training or my coaching schedule.